Don't give up in the test. Okay? So, let's see what that looks like. So, God promised you something, but He will test you before you receive what it is that He wants to give you. Hello, God's beautiful children. I hope your day is going well and y'all are continuing to walk with the Lord as well as I am. Well, today is Wednesday and y'all know what I do on Wednesday. I share a wisdom word with you guys and hopefully it is a blessing or eye opener. So the message is this: don't stop believing in the test. Now I'm reading my notes. Y'all know I look down now. Read my notes. He will test you with the very word that He said He will give you. Let's see what that looks like. Abraham, you will be the father of many nations. Now go take your son. It didn't happen back to back like this. So for the Bible scholars that's about to jump through the screen right here to come get me, it wasn't like that. Okay, so it was a little while after. And he tells him to go and offer up his son as a sacrifice. So I don't know about y'all, but that looks like they're going in the wrong direction, okay? But because Abraham, which his name was Abram, when he first received the promise from God, all right, and he went back and forth with God, right? I don't have an heir. How are you going to promise me a child? I don't have an heir. You promised me all these things. I don't even have an heir. So they had a history, all right? So first time around, they didn't believe like they were supposed to, and they did some stuff on their own to make this happen. So this is what God doesn't want us to do. He doesn't want us to do some stuff to make it happen. And sometimes we do, and God has to turn back around and says, no, it's not like that. It's not going to happen like that, because He wants us to wait for Him to do it for us, okay? So what happened with Abraham? He was promised something, and then He told he had to go in another direction. So that didn't look like, even to us, that the promise was being fulfilled, okay? So, not just that. Joseph had a dream. He went and shared his dream. God promised him something. He went and shared his dream. Then, he got sold into slavery, all right? When he made it there, he didn't know that he was going to be at the palace. He just was like, uh-oh, I'm in prison now, all right? But God did not give up on the promise that He gave Joseph. So He knows why He sent Joseph there. But Joseph didn't go there in the way that it looked like he was wearing a royal robe and he was good. He was being put inside the palace. No, it didn't go together like that. So I want to read that to y'all, because I was like, wow, I didn't even know they hurt full of Joseph when he got there to the prison. So Psalms 105 verse 17 says this: He sent a man before them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. They hurt his feet with fetters. He was laid in iron until the time that his word came to pass. The word of the Lord tested him. The king sent and released him. The ruler of the people let him go free. He made him lord of his house and ruler of all his possessions, to bind his princesses at his pleasure and teach his elders wisdom. Now, when he first went in, they hurt his feet. All right, they hurt his feet with shackles. Okay, but Joseph still was doing with the gift that he had in him. He was telling his dream. He was interpreting the dreams. Okay, and just like he did with his brothers, he didn't give up doing it over there. So he had to hold on to the word. He kept doing exactly what, listen, this would happen with Joseph could have stopped him from sharing dreams or interpreting dreams. It could have just put a whole stop in it. Like, wait a minute, I ain't about to do that. I remember what that had. The last time I told about a dream, even with me, and now I got to tell a dream about this happening to somebody, and ooh, what could happen? So fear did not overtake him. He sat there and did the gift. He fulfilled the gift that God had placed inside of him, and he did not let fear take over. And this is with us, okay? Fear can sometimes come in and overtake the very word that God has given us. And this is what the enemy does. He wants to come in and steal that very word that God has given us, because he's saying, Okay, you're going to go through this, you're going to do that, you're going to go through this, and you're going to go through that. And that doesn't look, it don't look nothing like what God promised you. So you going to believe God? You going to believe God? After hearing this, I hope this makes you understand even more why you have to hold on to the word that God has given you. He says, don't stop believing in the test. You heard the word test Joseph. So he was tested on that word for some time. So God wants to see how long are you going to sit and believe the very word that he's given you? Or are you going to believe what the enemy is saying? You know the enemy is a liar. God has called him a liar from the beginning. So he's going to come lie. He's going to do some stuff to make it look like God will never come through for you. And as we can see, it came through for Abraham and it came through for Joseph. And listen, 3 Hebrew boys stood on the word and they believed what God said, who God was, how God would come through for them. They said, even if they're put in the fire, if God didn't show up there, they know that he's still God. And they will not bow down to a lie. They won't bow down to what other people are saying. Listen, sit on what God told you. Stay there. So when the enemy comes and try to steal that very word from you, God is saying, I need you to believe what I told you. And I need you to stand on what I told you. So even when it don't look like it, y'all know, we're not what? We don't believe in, we don't walk by. It's not by what we see. All right? It's what we know. The enemy wants to move us by what we see. Oh, that's not going right. That's not going right. Oh, no, this not moving. He says, We believe. We stand on the very word that God has given us for us. And you don't go and try to get somebody else to make sure that they can validate what God told you. They don't know what God told you. And some people may try to tell you what God told you. No, listen, ain't nobody can tell you like he told you. And it's okay for some people to come and say, but it will validate exactly what God says. But with all that pushed to the side, sit on what God said until it comes to pass. He says, don't give up. Don't stop believing during the test, because it shall come to pass if you just trust him. I'm going to leave y'all with that. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Y'all be blessed.
I've been walking through the fire, but I never lost my way.